Good morning, everyone. My name is Alex, and welcome back to WIllamina Forest on our new survival series. We have many things to do. If you look up in the right-hand corner, we now have $55,000, which means we get to buy a new piece of equipment, and I'm thinking if I need some parts off of this anymore. I don't think that I do, so I'm going to make just a little bit more money. I'm going to run over to the store. We have 3 things we need to do today. We're pausing time, I said in the last episode, which was the primer for the whole series, that we would have somewhere for me to sleep before the next day. So we're just going to take a little bit of time today, and I have cut down almost 50 trees so far. 9 just in this session, which I started just a little bit ago. And we're going to buy, first, a house. Second, a way to move logs more efficiently than just this front loader. Third, a way to get rid of all these stumps. That is the plan for today. I'm hoping that the 9 trees that I have downed will help pay for the majority of everything. The $55,000 is going to go straight into what we're going to use today. I will see you at the store. So this is what I've purchased, the Volvo BM. Now, you guys can get this by purchasing it online. It is a Giants mod, and it is very wonderful. This is an altered version of that that I will not link below because, well, I bought the original one, and you guys should too. Support the original. I only got this one because I wanted a little bit bigger tire for what we're doing, and I think it was acceptable. So, draw your moral panic there, I guess. Now, believe it or not, there is a method to my madness with this guy. What I want to do is use this mainly to just transport logs to sell after we cut them up. So we're going to be using the Delfino for most of this. And what we're going to do is we're going to stage our logs, then cut them down, and go about it that way. Basically, we're going to skip the trailer. Now, if you guys have not guessed, yes, there will be a little bit of me doing some things off camera, mainly because, well, if I didn't, then all we would get done is me cutting logs for an hour every episode, and that ain't it. And I think I want this series to flow kind of well. I'm really pushing to get a log processor as soon as I can, and I'm wanting to open up episode 3 with that. Is what we're going to try to do. So basically, all we're doing is pulling these guys down here and unhooking them. And once I get a nice big long line of them, what I'm going to do is cut them down to length and then sell them that way, because we get so much more money whenever they are cut down. Seems as though I am really stuck with this. Like, it wants to go, but not really. Okay, I'm dragging the last tree in, but this was my thought for a temporary home base. We're right off the road here. I cut back into here just a little bit. I think a nice little cabin and possibly a workstation will be good for us right there. It's in between the fuel station and the lumber mill, which is where we're going to spend a lot of our time for a hot minute. So we need to get into the town, which we haven't went and seen yet, and get that cleared out. For those that are new to this map, there is a town. It has all kinds of trees growing up through it on this version that we need to clean out. We'll have to get them power, which means, hey, power lines again, and all that fun stuff. We don't need to open up a bunch of land to get to the map edge to get our power system, so that's always good. But I think a part of me kind of wants to put in a rule that says we generate our own power through a BGA, which I think I might do, but I'm not 100% sure yet. You guys will have to let me know down below what you think of that. Now, this fella, how does he work? Now, we're not taking him in just like this. I'm just going to use him to lift and skedoodle. I'm using some trees that we have over here as a little thing here. As you can see, these things are very, not like super heavy, but they are heavy enough, let's just say. Now, sadly, without a processor, there's only one good quick, I'm going to call it a quick way to get these guys just cleaned up, and that's just walking back and forth a few of them at one time. So let me get these cleaned up and cut down, and we'll see where we end up with money. So we have everything cleaned out and down, and we're going to start with what should make us the least amount of money, and I'm hoping I can grab all these in just one go. That was the main reason for getting this. For those that don't know, if you cut your trees down, I think like 3 meters is probably the most clutch kind of moment. But yeah, if you cut them down, you end up getting a ton more money. So that's what we're doing here is... Oh. Let's see here, Alex. Can you drive this thing? Let's see here. I am not the best front-end loader driver. I'm just going to be honest with you. How am I hitting? There's no way I'm hitting that tree. There we go. Grab these. Hopefully I have them all. I think that I do. It doesn't look like it though. Come on. Just a little bit more forward there. There we go. There's the grab. That's what we're looking for. Getting all these at one go. And we'll take them over and get them sold. And we'll see what these are worth. And then I'm going to stack up all these other ones over there. And we'll get them ready to go. I did try just cutting them on the sell point, but I thought that that was a little less fun. I want to go ahead and get some kind of like process going, because if I don't, this series is going to be just rough getting some of this stuff done. I don't think you guys understand just how many trees there are. We cut 1,000 in the time-lapse series, and I didn't really make a dent. I had like a couple small fields and a little town set up, and that was like 1,000 some odd trees. And we had a processor, and I went ham in that thing. So, yeah, there's stuff. There's definite stuff. The main thing that we're going to need is I need like a solid, not like a wall, but just a couple posts in the ground that are going to hold the logs kind of still until we can get... Why are there lines? Oh, it's from the grain bin. Okay. Yeah, we're going to need... We're going to need some stuff. We're going to need some stuff. I need a way to push these logs without them just kind of flying all over the place. So that's probably going to be one of the first items that we go through and construct. Next one coming in. A little bit overloaded here. Thing feels super duper light. But, you know, it's like... I think this thing has like 90 horsepower. So I can't be like mad at it at all. It's fine. So that is 9 trees. And I'm hoping that 9 trees is going to be worth a good little chunk of change. Please sell. Oh, we got one last little straggler there, but that's a pretty good hit. Well, this guy was worth 900 bucks. That's not bad. So 36,898 is where we're at. I think I need 47. Let me go see what kind of house we can build. Or if we're going to be able to build a house, because there's going to be stumps in the way. Okay, I think what we're going to be able to do is this fella. If I can just snake him in here somewhere. I just need him to kind of place. I just need that little... Oh, right here. There we go. We have a home. It is ours. We can now rest. So we can take... Okay. We can take the rest of our money. I'm going to have to scrounge up another $500. I think that I'm not going to use the the front loader on the ditch anymore. Like, it's so tiny, and it needed that big weight on the back anyway to work. Yeah, I think that's the best bet. Let's just get rid of the front weight and the front loader off of the ditch, and that should pay for our stump grinder. Now, I did buy the front weight here because I was having a lot of trouble, and you notice that I changed up some tools earlier. Trust me, we paid for it. And that brings our balance up to 30K. Oh, this requires 90 horsepower. Uh-oh. I think it'll be fine on the ditch. It's way bigger than the tractor. Oh, Lord. It'll be fine, I think. It runs. It'll be fine. It doesn't look quite right on this tractor, but we just need it to clear out a few stumps. Let's see just how bad this is going to be. I don't think that I've used this before. I could be completely wrong. Does it work? Nothing's happening. Oh, there we go. Okay, that works. I'm not going to say it works the best. I mean, the tractor is woefully unpowered for this, but as long as we can clear off our road here, like, we're going to have some other things that we're going to need to do. That's going to be for sure. There are a few things I want to get. Probably in the next episode, we're going to work on getting a bulldozer so we can get a field, because we will pass into the next day of August, and we're going to need to clear out a little area. I would like to get some plants in the ground, and we can work on well, let's take a look. So our planting schedule is canola right now. I don't think we're going to be able to do that, but September, October, we can get in wheat and barley. That's going to give us a lot of straw. I think we should get a little field set up for that, and that'll be winter wheat, and we can spend the rest of our time clearing out some land for some more fields, probably down here in this valley. I think that would be pretty cool to farm in that kind of area. So that's probably what we'll do. The biggest piece of equipment that we're going to need is the excavator. I think that would be a prime big target item, mainly so we can use the stump grinder on it. We can use it for moving logs around and loading up trailers, even after we get a processor. But every one of them is kind of expensive. But I think it should be one of those things that, you know, we unlock and it feels good that we've unlocked it. So I'm okay with it being a little bit expensive, but not woefully over expensive. Like, I'm not going to get the big Volvo ones from the Platinum DLC. They're like $300,000-$400,000. I think that if we do something a little bit more conservative, let's say, that kind of fits our style better. Don't you agree? I think I've fought this stump grinder, well, not this exact one, but a stump grinder of this type in every farm sim that I've played. I've tried to use this thing, and it just, sometimes it deletes trees, most of the time it doesn't. Looky there, guys. It is a clean little road all the way through, so we can finally go get some fuel in this guy. There are these little fellers. I guess we could collect them and sell them. I'm not too awful worried about them, but be worth throwing in a trailer at some point. Next, we need to sleep and get into some different things. Like, we've got the road all the way cleared to here, and I think it's big enough for a tractor trailer. That's going to be our next big project, is road construction and all that fun stuff. It's going to be, I know like a lot of people think that I'm memeing about, but did that really, wow, that refilled that fast. Like, I'm not memeing whenever I say I want to take this one a little bit slower but faster. I want this to be interesting, because if I'm not going to be farming too awful much, then I want the rest of it to be interesting, like setting up infrastructure and stuff. Like, you can't just go into this place and start farming, right? Like, I mean, there's snow-capped mountains over there. It's kind of cold, so we need to clear land and make sure that we're set up before we start that. And our log cabin is not going to be our home. I have a place picked out of where I want to live, but it's over there somewhere. And there is a forest in the way, and we can't see the beauty because of the trees. And that's kind of the bad thing. Like, I do have a place I want to go. We also need to do some cellular setup, the power, water, all that fun stuff. We are going to do water in this one as well. We're going to get that hooked up. But our next big objective is going to be getting a bulldozer so we can start farming, an excavator to move some stuff around, and I really like a log processor. That's going to be about $500,000. We made $30,000 today on 9 trees. So I need like 90 trees, probably somewhere around there to get that. And that's going to be a pretty big ask for one episode. Now, these episodes are going to be shorter, but I think that they're going to be more condensed down to, you know, we've done these actions and now we get to move forward. So I think clearing the road is going to be our next big bet, all the way to the store, because we're not going to fit an excavator through there. It's just not going to happen. We're not going to be able to do the things I want to do if the road is not clear. And again, this is just a path for equipment. And, you know, we're not going to get a lowboy in here by any means. So probably just some bigger off-road trucks is really what we're going to need. And I think I have just the one for that. Now, as far as first field placement, I am thinking down by the lake. I think that would be pretty good, and I'm actually okay with that. I don't think that will stay there. I want to kind of make that kind of, you know, like a nice little area for our residents, because yes, we are going to do worker housing again, but we're going to do it a lot faster this time. I'm not working alone. It's not happening on this one. And I do have auto drive installed on this, so I'm hoping to learn on this map. I am still going to be working on that roleplay series, but I need the rest of the skills, so we need to do that as well. So learning auto drive is going to be one of the things for here, and I think getting a road network set up and getting it to where, you know, I can just send a full truck. You know, maybe I can drive the truck to the road, but I can send a full truck down to the lumber mill. That would be a game changer, just it going there, because we're not going to, probably after a while, we're not going to worry about staging so much the logs, as we are going to load the logs immediately once they're fully cut. Can I get, yes, I seen it. It was there. Here. I think, you know, getting the trucks loaded on with the correct process logs, that's going to be a major milestone for us in getting done what we need to get done here. I need to cut this guy. Wasn't thinking too awful much. But we're going to need, there's just so much stuff. Like, there are tools and pieces of equipment that I've never used that I want to use. I'd like to use that yarder. That would be pretty cool. If we can get like a big yarder set up, FDR, I do believe, has a much larger one than the DLC one. That will probably be what we'll go with. That way I can yard for miles and just really, set up an operation and clear out a field and load up trucks and everything. Because, I mean, let's face it, I am doing this series by myself, and having no extra helper hands when you're logging kind of sucks, but that's kind of why we're here, I reckon. So right here is 20 more trees cut down. That got us pretty far, actually. I was actually really surprised at how far 20 trees got us down this road. But that means I need to stage all those, and we're not going to have time for that in this episode. Again, there's going to be a lot of me just doing things off screen to prep for the next episode for a while. Hopefully you guys can kind of stick around for that. But I think I'm out of time for today, so that is where I'm going to leave it. Hopefully you enjoy this episode 1.5, where episode 1 just kind of did the outline. 1.5 was getting everything set, and now we're just going to start really grinding everything out. So the next time that I see you guys, I'll have these logs cut and staged and ready to sell. I'm just going to go ahead and yank them over to the sell point and get them ready to go. And then we'll see where we stand with the money. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's episode, please do give it a like. If you didn't, please let me know why so I can kind of fix it down in the comments below. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.